The heart of your teams. The heart of Atlanta. Valley Sports South and Valley Sports Southeast. The heart of the fan.
World champion Atlanta Braves baseball is presented by Truist. We join you this evening from beautiful San Francisco, California, and Oracle Park, where the Braves and Giants meet in Game 1 of a 3-game series. The Braves have already taken 3 of 4 from Frisco. That was back in Atlanta, and hopefully those good vibes continue here tonight. Hi again, everybody. I'm Chip Carey. Jeff Rancour. Great to be back with you for Braves baseball. Jeff, Atlanta on a winning road trip out west so far, but now this big league marathon becomes a sprint. A little more than 3 weeks of regular season ball are left as the Braves still try to catch the New York Mets.
Yeah, these next 3 games, these are the grinded out games. It's been a long road trip, all out west. Tough loss yesterday. Down 4, you get the lead, you end up getting the loss there late. What you got to come now is come out here and take care of business these 3 games in San Francisco. You can see after that, the schedule turns to all divisional play after that. So you got, 7 games left with the Phillies, 3 obviously with the Mets and some with the Nats and Marlins. So you know you have a tough schedule moving forward in the division. And starting tonight, you love having Spencer Strider on the mound to get you started. He has been outstanding since the All-Star break. He's been one of the best pitchers in all of baseball since the All-Star break. And I love what he did last game. Not see the good stuff in the first inning, made the adjustments and had 5 outstanding innings after that. I look for him to come out here and continue to dominate tonight and keep it rolling.
Well, he will have a tough mound opponent in Alex Cobb, who's on the hill for the Giants in Game 1. And when we return, Kelly Grohl is standing by with Robbie Grossman, a great addition for Atlanta. Huge homer in Seattle yesterday. He hopes that continues against the Giants in Game 1 tonight.
Your local Ford dealer. Delta Airlines, keep climbing. And by Truist. When you start with care, you get a different kind of bank.
Robbie Grossman and the Braves begin a 3-game series tonight in San Francisco. The last stop on this 8-game, 10-day road trip. And one thing's for sure, the climate's going to be a lot different when they get underway here tonight. About 20 degrees cooler here in San Francisco. But, of course, the Braves looking to bounce back after a tough one yesterday. But you just saw one of the highlights right there in the 9th inning, the go-ahead 2-run blast by Robbie Grossman, who's doing some really nice work now against righties. 5 of his 6 home runs this season off of righties, and he's been really good on this road trip as well. We're going to show you some numbers just over his last 4 games, hitting .357 as you see right there with 2 home runs, 6 RBI, and how about being clutch late in the game? A .324 average, his OPS, and in the month of September, over half his hits for extra bases, and that has to feel good after all the work he's been putting in, which I caught up with him earlier, and he just spoke a little bit about those adjustments he's been made and what he's feeling like at the plate right now.
Just continuously doing the work, and credit to the staff that we have, the hitting coaches. They've been busting their butt with me, and I've been in there putting in the work, and I've gotten some success, but looking to build some more. I've made some subtle adjustments, just in my path and what I was doing with my lower half too. So just looking to continue to build on it. You're never as good as you want to be, and continue to show up and put your best foot forward.
I know I've asked you before, but that guy who's standing tonight, it'll be to the right of you. What makes you turn your head more when it comes to his offense, his defense, his ability to come up in big moments? Michael Harris, how would you describe the learning curve that he's made look so easy?
I don't think there was a learning curve for him. The guy is talented out of this world, and I'm just excited he's on our team, and he's fun to watch every day.
What's fun about playing behind Spencer Strider?
I mean, the stuff, the way he attacks guys, and it's fun to watch, and I'm glad that we don't have to face him, but that's going to be a tough vote at the end of the year between those 2 guys for Rookie of the Year.
What would your game plan be if you were facing him?
Make sure I get a good pitch to hit and just try to get the barrel there.
Yeah, good luck. And Robbie Grossman certainly likes to talk about his teammates a lot more than he likes to talk about himself. But the manager bragging on this guy gave him the ultimate compliment, saying This is a ball player. The guy is consistent in his work. He stays ready even when he's not in the lineup. And right now, he's helping us win some really important games. And there'll be 3 more here on this road trip as we get underway tonight here in San Francisco. On the flip side, Trevor and Nick will have a bit more as we get ready for first pitch here from Oracle Park. All coming your way here on Bally Sports.
Exactly. Tell her that.
And the Giants. It is a lovely evening. It's a breezy evening. A few puffy clouds overhead. Temperatures will be in the low 60s by the time we finish up here in San Francisco. And hopefully the Braves can win their 4th and 5 tries against the struggling San Francisco Giants. Ronald Acuna Jr. again is atop the Toyota starting lineup. Swanson, Riley, Olson, d'Arnaud, Michael Harris, and Vaughn Grissom. The Braves' young dynamic duo will take a look at Alex Cobb, who's 5-6 on the year, Jeff, but he's been very good this year on his home mound.
Yeah, he has. You see in 13 home starts, maybe not the record, but look at the numbers, 2.57. And in his last 5 starts, he's 2-0 with a 2.17 ERA. So good pitcher. He's got that fastball, good curveball, and then the split. One of the better splitters in all of baseball.
Tough loss for the Braves. There's no mistaking that. It was a phenomenal comeback in the 9th inning, Jeff, but I would think this team has been so good all year at putting those things behind them. Is that one of your 4 keys in Game 1?
Absolutely. Bounce back. We saw it already on the plane last night on the way here. The guys just have the ability to forget about things, to move on. They know they have to. And look, continue that hot streak for Spencer Strider. Last 5 games, 4-0 with a 1.45. And the one team, really, San Fran, gave him some trouble earlier this year, looking for a little payback.
So Ronald Acuna Jr. digs in with a 2.67 average, and we are underway. .63 degrees in San Francisco tonight. This is refreshing weather after the hot start to the road trip in Oakland. And that's low, says Bill Miller. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ronald again serving as the Braves' designated hitter here in Game 1. And Cobb misses inside. Ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Ronald has 3 hits this year against the Giants. One of those hits was a home run. The Braves took 3 out of 4 from San Francisco back in Atlanta in late June.
And that's the pitch there. That's a splitter, the one you got to try to lay off.
So what's the key to hitting that pitch?
See it up. You got to get that. Ball's got to start off. I mean, that's what he's trying to do. You see it. Sinker, splitter. You get the occasional curve to keep you honest.
That's a chopper foul past Ron Washington, the Braves' third base coach. And Acuna faces another 2-2 offering.
He really got that in Tampa. If you think back to all those righties in Tampa when you had James Shields, Jeremy Hellickson, Cobb, they all kind of threw that right-on right, change-up splitter. Really developed it.
Soft contact and ground ball outs. Often the result, but not here as Ronald goes the other way with a 2-strike knock. His series off to a good start. And listen to all the Braves fans again here in San Fran.
Yeah, they're out and about here. We saw a great. See, that's the sinker, and that's exactly what you want to do with it. Short, sweet, stays up the middle. Saw a lot of Braves fans in the Northwest. And now same thing here at the Bay.
Dansby Swanson having a good road trip. 7 hits, 2 of them homers. He's sitting on 19 homers on the year. And didn't get that. Strike 1. What a year for Swanson. Trying to put together back-to-back campaigns of 20 or more homers. Dansby's driven home 82. And has 3 multi-hit games so far on the trip to Oakland, Seattle, and now San Francisco. Good lead at first, and Acuna's chased back. .27 stolen bases for Acuna. He's not been as frisky on the base paths in recent days. Let's see if he does some running here. He takes off, got a good jump, and Swanson rolls it foul. Be great to get a run off this guy in the first inning, Jeff. He's been one of the stingiest starters in the opening inning in all of baseball.
Yeah, .89 ERA in the first inning.
That early run is so big for the Braves, who've been awesome when they score first. The 0-2 pitch is out of play. When the Braves score the first run in a game, they're 52 games above 500, 64 wins, 12 losses. And this team's ability to score first and add on is why they're knocking at the door of the Mets, who are losing at home tonight to the Cubs. Atlanta 1.5 games behind New York in the division. Cobb ready with his 0-2. And Vogelbach standing up. Giants might be a little road weary. Late game last night, mechanical problems with their airplane. They got to the ballpark today at 5:15 this morning.
Unbelievable.
So take advantage of that, as Swanson didn't get the splitter and is struck out for out number 1.
And that's why his ability to, when he gets ahead to go to that pitch, that's when he becomes tough. You see him get a lot of swing and misses and also ground balls.
Well, this will be a fun matchup. The Braves are a home run hitting team. Cobb gives up very few of them, just 8 on the season to this point. And the Braves' best home run hitter is Austin Riley, who has 36 of them. He's getting that ball down, and the Braves aren't resisting yet. Riley with 5 of his 36 homers in the last 10 games for the Braves. Austin started just 2 games against the Giants back in Atlanta. He had a day off and came in late in another. This one a broken bat, liner to short. And Brandon Crawford right place at the wrong time for Austin Riley. 2 outs, Acuna at first and Matt Olson the hitter.
Thought maybe he was going to be able to loop it over. That broke his bat enough that Crawford was right there.
So Matt Olson back in the Bay Area, had a good series against the Athletics, for whom he once played. Now sitting on 28 homers himself
He bats with Acuna at first and 2 outs. Olson hit 2 homers against the Giants back in Atlanta. And San Fran gives him virtually the entire left side of the infield here in the top of the first inning. Ronald's running. Good jump. Wynn's throw is off the mark. Great play at second base to keep that ball from sailing into center field.
Yeah, good job by Ronald, too, of getting up real quick, seeing that the ball wasn't able to get to the outfield. Now a base hit scores a run.
Good play by Wilmer Flores, saved a base, and now Acuna with 28 steals is at second for Matt Olson, who has a 2-0 count. So Ronald revving the engines early for Atlanta. No score. Olson off the netting. 2 balls and a strike.
The flags are blowing out towards center here at Oracle Park, but we're told that's really misleading. You've played here. Is that true?
Yeah, I mean, I will tell you this. A couple years ago down in the right field area where you see down there where Bonds, Mays, all that, the wind used to come through that, and it would really knock balls down. They put a huge plexiglass up there through 21, and now you're actually starting to see balls fly out to right field. The wind's not affecting it as much as it was. It used to, especially for right-handed hitters, to get that ball to that gap out there was a long ways. Couldn't do it.
Well, Matt Olson certainly has enough power to splash one into McCovey Cove. That's over the right field fence here at Oracle Park. The pitch laid off. It's 3-1.
I would expect him to be very careful on this pitch with the base open and the righty d'Arnaud on deck.
Matt, as you know, is not afraid to walk, but swung through that. It's a full count. Olson, the team leader in bases on balls. He faces a 3-2 count. And Cobb strikes out a pair of Braves after a leadoff single. Nothing doing in the Atlanta first. Here comes Spencer Strider in San Fran.
Hole is really, really good right now. And Spencer Strider is one of the best out there, period.
Struck him out inside corner, 99. Wow. Swing and a miss. Unbelievable.
That slider was nasty.
And a blazing strike.
Spencer Strider, keep doing your thing. That was awesome.
Yeah, take Mark DeRosa's advice. Do your thing, Spencer Strider, as he goes to the mound here in game 1 of this series. Jeff looking for victory number 11.
Yeah, he is. And again, I'll say, I know 2 starts ago he had 16 strikeouts. His last start was probably the most I was impressed with. 1 batter away from being out in the first inning, 36 pitches, and turns in 6 strong innings. That electric fastball, again, 183 strikeouts on the year.
This is a different Giants team. Spencer's a different pitcher than when these combatants met last on June 21st. The Giants really worked over Spencer Strider in that game. Made him throw a lot of pitches, threw 25 fastballs and got 5 called strikes. In a game that saw him allow 6 runs in 3 2/3 innings. So we'll see what different results come for the Braves rookie right-hander here in game 1 tonight. Lamont Wade leads off the first for the Giants. 8 homers, 24 driven in for him.
If you remember that time he faced the Giants, it was when he was building up that pitch count, as you said, and you saw the fastball 97 or so. It was definitely by far, I think, the least stuff he has pitched with this year.
Line drive to left, and that's an easy play for Eddie Rosario. Wade is retired for the Giants, who are 67 and 73 on the year, but they have a plus run differential despite a losing record. That's a little odd. Mike Yastrzemski bats second on Gabe Kapler's Toyota starting lineup. Jock Peterson, our old pal, is their cleanup hitter, with veteran Brandon Crawford, the shortstop, hitting in the number 5 spot. Yastrzemski at .210 on the year. 12 homers, 45 driven in. Jeff, he's batting .170 since the 1st of June.
He has scuffled, that's for sure.
After a year last season where just about everything that could go right and did, the opposite is true for the Giants here in 2022. Offense has struggled. Defensively, they've had big problems, and they have not been able to solve the Dodgers, who are the class of the National League West. One ball, 2 strikes as we've reached 7 o'clock local time here in San Fran. Glad you're with us across the Southeast on Bally Sports. Over the net and out of play. Great catch down below.
I think the ball caught him. Thing came in hot.
You're in prime territory here too, pal. Get ready. Strike 3. Breaking ball froze Yastrzemski. And there's Strider's first of the night.
That's the thing, you get all heat. And then boom.
So after 36 pitches in the first inning of his last start, Strider has 2 outs with 9 pitches here in the first. And Wilmer Flores just rewarded with a new 2-year contract extension today. He's their 3rd place hitter with 18 home runs on the season. Bill Miller said that one just a bit wide for Wilmer Flores. 2 balls, no strikes. .99 at the knees.
Already, I think these Giants hitters are realizing this is a different Strider than they faced back in June. See the velocity on the fastball.
Popped up right side. Olson gives chase over near the netting, and he won't have a play. Pitch number 15 coming from the Braves rookie. Here it is. Another great catch.
Terrific fielding crowd here at Oracle Park in San Fran tonight. Jock Peterson waits on deck with 2 outs. And the payoff pitch.
Barely fouled it off.
Oh. Front of the right shoulder for Travis d'Arnaud.
Couldn't have felt great.
Good at bat for Flores, piling up some pitches here. Again, we'll try with a 3-2. And he got his man. 2 strikeouts for Spencer Strider, 18 pitches, and 3 up, 3 men down. We go to the second inning in San Francisco. Travis d'Arnaud leads off in a scoreless game.
Here we go, second inning. d'Arnaud, Harris, and Grissom coming up against Alex Cobb. Braves got the first hit of the game, but left Ronald stranded at second base in the opening inning. And a little low for the Braves catcher. 10 runs in his last 11 games for Travis, hitting .306 in that stretch. We've said it all year long. This Atlanta catching core has been remarkable at the plate.
They've been outstanding together.
"17 homers, 54 driven in for d'Arnaud out at the plate. And a ball and 2 strikes.
That's a tough thing about facing Cobb, Chip. You see the fastball split come out of the same part. You know, it's the exact same windup, exact same thing. One's at 95, the other's at 88, 89, just down in the zone.
And by the way, 95's nothing to sneeze at either, right?
No, that's what I'm saying. It'd be different if it was 91, 92 fastball. You have a little more time to react. Right now, you don't.
He has a little hitch in his delivery, too. As he comes to the plate, his front leg, he locks his knee and then drives toward the batter's box. Does that cause you any distress when you're facing him?
I think for a lot of guys that have faced him, most of these Braves hitters face him, I think you're kind of used to it, you know. But it's definitely something different you don't see.
As we mentioned, good ERA for Cobb, but a losing record, 5-6 on the year. And starting pitching for the Giants has not been the problem. Their staff's been very good. This one shot towards second. Nice pick. And a peg to first in time retires the Atlanta catcher. There is out number 1. Nice play by Cairo Estrada. Michael Harris is coming up for the first time in San Francisco. He's our Mr. Clean Magic Stats man.
And Michael Grace has averaged 33 points since August 1st. He's hit safely in 31 of 36 games since that time. I mean, he has been outstanding. Of course, his first multi-home run game yesterday afternoon up in Seattle.
Let me tell you something. That 3-run homer he hit, I didn't get the tail of the tape, but it
was a bomb.
It might have gone over Puget Sound if it had not hit the brick facing of the third deck.
That's what I was talking to a couple guys after the game that said it's been a while since we've seen a ball go up that high.
Shows bunt, takes the ball low. 1 ball, 1 strike. So here's what he did last night in Seattle, and he knew it.
That's full extension. Look where that thing goes up there. You got to remember, those stands go far back.
Tried to bunt, but that's going to trickle foul as the shift is on for San Francisco. I like the fact that Michael's doing this with his speed.
Yeah, nobody on base like this. You know, I tell you, guy at second, guy at third, I want him driving that run in. But to start an inning like this off,
this is a Braves team that wants to swing the bat, that likes to hit home runs, that does hit home runs. I can't remember the last bunt hit the Braves have had this year. Doubt Michael will be bunting with 2 strikes here as he hits with 1 out in the Braves' second. Now the 2-2 pitch. Vaughn Grissom waits on deck. Wind howling toward right as Cobb turns it loose. And that's off to the left, out of play, foul. "18 homers for Harris in his rookie year, hitting .311 for Brian Snitker. And that shaved off the inside corner. Harris not too sure about that. And Cobb has his third strikeout. 2 outs here in the second inning.
Yeah, might have been a tick inside, but boy, he really set up in there. It helps right here when a catcher sets up in there. If he's over the heart of the plate, probably balls that. But since he's set up in there, gives him a good target, gives him the call.
Vaughn Grissom, the batter, he's got a 7 for 19 road trip at the plate. He's hit a home run. Counting tonight, we've got 22 games left. These are our final 3 games outside the Eastern Division. Atlanta at the moment a game and a half out of first place.
It's good to see Vaughn okay after yesterday's collision with Grossman.
Now pop up in shallow right field. Vaughn in the shift raced out to try to catch the ball in right. His foot planted. Grossman caught it, and a collision hit Grissom in the thigh, and that knee buckled just a bit. He was able to walk off under his own power and is good to go tonight.
Little chopper hit toward third. And the peg from Flores is in plenty of time, and that takes care of the Braves in order in a scoreless second.
Full sky here in San Francisco as we head to the bottom of the second. Scoreless. Spencer Strider already a couple strikeouts on the night. Of course, just a couple starts ago, we saw him with that historic 16 strikeout night. But he said after his last outing, that's the one he's most proud of so far this season. Of course, that long first inning, 36 pitches, then 5 scoreless after that. But he said, to your point, Frenchie, that for him was the worst command he had with his slider. He didn't know where his fastball, any of his off speed was going. But he decided if he was going to get beat, it was going to be with his fastball. And that is what he went to. He goes, that's my crutch pitch. And I think that speaks a lot to the confidence that we are seeing him, of course, every time out here. It just continues to grow. But for these guys like Spencer Strider, right, Chip and Kyle Wright, they're figuring this whole long first season thing out for the first time.
Yeah, Strider now 121 innings, Kelly. Braves don't believe in innings limits per se. They'll monitor workloads by performance. And there's nothing to suggest that there's any need for Strider or Kyle Wright to worry about anything. Just keep rolling.
I think they've done a good job. There's a couple times we've seen him give him some extra days here and there, but Spencer's a big kid. He's built to be out there and pitching, and I got to agree with what Kelly talked to him about. You know, first Colorado, he had everything working that night. I mean, it was almost a breeze for him, and all of a sudden Oakland, Brian Snitker told us he was one batter away from being out of that ball game. Jackson Stevens was getting hot down in the pen in Oakland, and all of a sudden he comes back through 6 innings. Remember, Snit even told us he probably could have finished the game had we really needed him to.
Yeah, 36 pitches in the first inning for Strider, 67 over the next 5. He figured it out on the fly, which is obviously hugely important for a starting pitcher's growth in the big leagues. As Jock Peterson skies this one toward left, Rosario on the run, slowing, and he's there to make the play. Strider fell behind Peterson 3-0, but gets a soft pop out.
I thought that ball was 15 rows foul, and boy, the wind really pushed that thing back into play. Good job by Eddie not giving up on it and getting over there in good position. Good play. Good job by Spencer coming back on a 3-0 count.
So one away for Brandon Crawford, the Giants shortstop. He's hitting .226 on the year. I guess the big challenge for the Giants going forward is what to do with so many of these veteran players who have meant so much to their franchise. Crawford certainly is at or near the top of that list.
Look, they were an older team last year when they won 107 games, but we talked about it. Everything went right for them last year, man. The pinch hit, home runs, everything. I mean, they played phenomenal. And now this year, quite hasn't been the same. Brandon Belt's gotten hurt. Crawford's gotten hurt. Longoria. A lot of their older guys have not been able to stay healthy.
And so that's the tough part, I'm sure, for a general manager, Farhan Zaidi here in San Francisco. You want to be loyal. You want to cherish the players who've meant so much to your franchise, but ultimately it comes down to performance.
Yep.
And Brandon Crawford, 8 home runs, 45 driven in, and just 5 for his last 26 at the plate. Off to the left, out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes. After Brandon Crawford, Thairo Estrada will be next. Moved his feet and a full count. Giants last year won 107 games. They hit 241 homers, including 18 pinch hit home runs. It was a magical year for them. As this one guided foul at third. Still 3-2. This year, though, the Giants below 500.
They've had good starting pitching. I mean,
very good.
Well, we'll see a couple more this series, but for them, unfortunately, offensively, they've not been able to duplicate what they did last year.
Crawford goes the other way. That's the first San Francisco hit. And it comes with 1 out in the second inning. That was a professional at bat. And Thairo Estrada, the batter.
Fastball up in the zone. He just punches it to left field. Smart hitter, veteran hitter. He knows it's a lot easier to just slap it that way than try to pull him.
So here's Estrada. 13 homers for him. He's also stolen 18 bases. Those 2 totals are career highs for him. And tried to launch there. Didn't get it. Strike 1. High changeup, called a strike. Spencer will take that. Hasn't thrown many changeups yet among his first 34 pitches. Short lead by Crawford at first. The pitch. Back to the netting foul. This is what they did against him in Atlanta. Fouled off pitches. Made him work. And good news in New York, the Cubs-Mets game has gone final. The Cubs beat them 5-2 tonight. So ground to be gained with a win in San Fran here in Game 1.
There you go, Cubbies. Good job. You can be Cubs fans for a couple more days, right?
Spencer hasn't found his groove yet.
Yeah, the fastball's been good. Has not found that release spot for that slider yet. But if you remember a couple times during that broadcast when BMAC did the game with us, kept talking, you got to keep throwing it, though, because you got to get a feel for it. So when you need it in certain situations, it's there for you.
Well, let's see what he does. 2-2 here. Out of play right side. A lot of foul balls again. First by Crawford, now by Thairo Estrada, the San Francisco second baseman. Dumped into right field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Crawford around second, on his way to third. The peg into second will be late. Estrada with a hard-earned double to right field. And the Giants have the first threat of the game. Second and third for Willie Calhoun, and one man out.
He made a good pitch here. Unfortunately, just look at that. Blew him up, jammed him, did exactly what you wanted. This is one of those bloopers down the right field line you just can't do nothing about. I'll see if Spencer can find a way to get a strikeout here.
Willie Calhoun was acquired from the Texas Rangers and takes a strike. 41 games at AAA Sacramento. He drove in 23 runs and hit .299. Fly ball, wallop toward right. That ball is off the bricks. One run will score. They're going to wave the runner to third and stop him there. No throw. A rocket off the wall by Willie Calhoun makes it 1-0 Giants.
Boy, and what a break, though, at the same time. Estrada, not the best read at second. This ball was well hit. And you could tell pretty quick, Grossman just kind of turned around, and for some reason he went back to tag instead of going. A ball you would think a guy on second here, you got to score.
And the throw came into second, and it was a late stop at the third base bag. So you're right, a big break for the Braves. Not only did the Giants get just one, but the double play is still in order if you can get a ground ball. And Luis Gonzalez is the hitter and swings and misses. So 3 straight hits after a pop out here for Strider in the Giants' second inning. Lined and under the glove of Grissom. Another run is in. It's 2-0. Man, that's a tough play at second for Vaughn. Not only did he have to try to corral the baseball, but the umpire screened him too.
I was about to say, I tell you what, if the umpire's not sitting there, this could have been a double play. Watch where the umpire's at. So he's trying to go. You see how it delayed him a second. He thought it was going to hook, and he couldn't get over there. If not, that's probably maybe a double play, or at least a just caught line drive. 2 outs. Bad break.
And we're seeing, Jeff, again what San Francisco did to Strider in Atlanta. Fouling pitches off. They've hit a couple of really good pitches here and have 4 straight hits, and now a 2-0 lead. So Rick Kranitz out with a quick chat. Double play still in order with the catcher Austin Wynns up. He's their 9th place hitter. This guy got a scare on Friday, who was hit by a pitch in the helmet. He's another acquisition. He came from the Phillies.
Got to stop the bleeding here in the second. 2-0 Giants.
Very high pitch count in the second inning. Already 45 for Spencer Strider. And now it's 1-2.
Crawford singled to left. Estrada dumped a double to right. Calhoun and Gonzalez with base hits. And now the 1-2 pitch for Austin Wynns. On the ground, too short. Dansby to second for one. Grissom to turn, and they got him. 2 long throws, and fortunately it was a catcher running at first base. The Braves double up Wynns for the moment. Let's see if the Giants challenge the out call at first.
I think they're going to. Let's take a look.
San Francisco is challenging the out call at first base.
From that angle, it looked like he might have got the bag before that ball got into Matt's glove. This is a better angle where you can see when it gets to Matt's glove. Yeah.
So this call from Doug Eddings will be overturned, and the Giants will have runners at the corners and 2 outs.
I didn't think there was any way to turn 2 on that play, and it almost ended up working out.
After review, the call on the field is overturned. The runner is safe. San Francisco will retain their challenge.
So 2 in, 2 outs, 2 aboard, and back to the top of the order, and Lamont Wade, who lined out to left to start the game. Wade's had an injury-filled season for the Giants. 2 stints to the IL with knee problems. That's been a recurring theme for San Francisco. The Giants have had their opening day lineup, their expected lineup together once this year. That's a tough way to try to compete. But they're up 2-0 here in the second inning of game 1.
This is an arm side run a lot to these left-handed pitchers right now.
Two balls and a strike for Wade. On the ground, but right at Grissom. He's got it. And a long inning is finally over. The Giants strike first with a couple of runs. Calhoun and Gonzalez with RBI hits. We go to the third. It's 2-0 Giants. Well, anytime Eddie Rosario faces the Giants at Oracle Park, it brings back happy memories, so much so that those memories are the best coverage in the game. Our T-Mobile coverage cam.
Who can forget last September 19th?
Well, not only was this a cycle, still one of the best cycles ever because of how he did it. On 5 pitches. My type of cycle.
Yeah, why waste time, right?
Yeah.
I truly believe that's a record that is not going to be broken anytime soon.
Oh. That's amazing.
Single, double, triple, homer, 5 pitches.
And the fact that single was the last one he got.
Well, let's see what he has in store for us in his first at bat tonight. Versus Alex Cobb, who gave up a leadoff single to Acuna, has given up nothing else since. And now he enjoys a 2-0 lead. See if Rosario can take a page out of Crawford's playbook and just slap one to left field. He's got a lot of room down the third base line. Because I would imagine, Jeff, this is a tough guy to elevate a tough ballpark to hit a homer in, especially with this cool weather.
Yeah, it is. The only way you kind of hit one off him is.
Kick save and a beauty. It's a race to first. Cobb the flip. It's down the right field line and everybody's safe. Let's see if Cobb's all right. That got him flush on the foot or the lower leg. And Atlanta has a hit from Rosario to start the third inning.
Sounded like it got him off the cleat. Yeah, you can see he's looking at him, telling him he's fine. Let's take a look. Looked like the cleat, didn't it? That'd have been an amazing play if he could have made that play. Good hustle by Eddie.
Well, on cue, Rosario has the single taken care of in his quest for another cycle. And Robbie Grossman will be the batter. Hope you enjoyed Kelly's chat with Robbie in our opening comments. And what a home run he hit in Seattle yesterday.
What a job he's done from this side of the plate since he's come back. Or since he's got traded here to Atlanta.
What I loved about the home run was the first pitch from Sewald, a breaking ball. He backed out of the box. You could see him nodding his head as if to say, I gotcha. And then the next pitch, he crushed it into the stands at T-Mobile Park for a Braves lead. So Grossman 6 homers on the year, 40 driven in between Detroit and the Braves. The pitch lifted toward left, shallowly done. Jock Peterson is there. And 1 on, 1 out. Back to the top of the order. Ronald picked up the Braves' first hit. A 2-strike single the other way.
You know, we were talking on the way over here when we were walking about Robbie and saying, you know, sometimes when you come to a new place like that and you're playing well and your manager's, I don't care what you did in Detroit the first 4 months. I care what you're doing here. And you can see the confidence that's coming out in.
Yeah, the old fresh start, right?
Absolutely.
And to go from a club way out of playoff contention to one that's the reigning world champion.
Yeah, that doesn't hurt either.
That would help the confidence muscle, you'd figure.
Oh,
very generous strike there, 0-2.
Ball's good bit in. Man.
Bill Miller has the plate for game 1. Doug Eddings, Brian Knight, and Roberto Ortiz, the rest of the umpiring crew tonight. One and 2. Braves have done a good job here in San Fran. They've won 7 of their last 10 games here and have allowed just 22 runs to the Giants in those 10 games, but they've allowed 2 so far tonight. And 2-2. Wind continues to blow briskly out toward right and right center here. They call Ronald out on a check swing strikeout, and he can't believe it. Wow. So 4 strikeouts for Alex Cobb. Acuna rung up on the appeal, and now Dansby's the hitter with a runner at first and 2 outs. We have seen a lot lengthier swings than the one Ronald just took, called balls.
And I think it's even tougher because of the 0-1 pitch too that he got called on.
One 1-0 count. Now 2-0.
There it is, 2-0 you. Which I don't mind that. You sell out fastball, he throws you a good split, you swing through it, but you know what? You're still ahead in the count, 2-1. What you don't want there is you catch your swing down, all of a sudden you just put the ball in play.
Took a shot at right field. Not a bad idea with that big hole over there, but it's a foul ball and the count 2-2. Another one into the upper deck for the Braves shortstop. Dansby would love to reach and give Austin Riley a chance. He broke his bat and lined out his only time up. Cobb now beginning his second trip through the lineup. That's where he's been most vulnerable this year. For the Giants in rotation, the 2-2. So Rosario will get a head start with a full count. Tons of room in right center. A lot of room down the left field line for the Braves shortstop, who's been terrific with 2 strikes and 2 outs all year.
Get a head start here, so you gap one with this big outfield, good chance to score Eddie too.
The stretch and pitch, and fouled at the plate. Wynn's having a little difficulty here.
His mask strap broke.
Tools of the trade.
He's ready to go. So's Dansby Swanson. Rosario at first with a full count. Cobb ready. Here it is. Braves trying to return the foul ball favor that the Giants are doing to Strider here.
Sorry, Chip. Just that 4-mile-per-hour difference is huge. 95 with the fastball. That was 91. Good job by Dansby getting a piece of it, but that's kind of the 2 pitches he comes at you with.
Rosario is leading and going. The pitch is on the ground to Crawford. He'll have to make the throw to first, and it's right on the money. And that will retire the Braves in the third.
Cobb holds serve. 2-0 your score.
Some Braves ties. That is Corey Stulte's cousin. Corey's one of our great partners with Bally Sports back in Atlanta. His lovely wife, Beth Marshall, the vice president of communications for the Braves. How about that seat?
Yeah, they better be up watching, too.
Yeah. So greetings from McCovey Cove as Mike Yastrzemski pops the first pitch of the home third up into straightaway center, and no trouble for Michael Harris. And out number 1.
No, that's big. We could use, Spencer could use a short inning here. In and out.
51 pitches through 2 1/3 innings now, and Wilmer Flores, the batter, he struck out in the opening inning. 33 of those 51 pitches came in inning number 2, and that's where the Giants scored 2 runs on 4 consecutive hits. There's a strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Close again on 11 o'clock back east. Glad you're with us tonight. Appreciate you staying up late as the Braves and Giants meet in game 1. If you are just joining us now, the Mets have been beaten tonight. The Cubs took care of New York at Citi Field in the start of that series. So a chance to pick up a game if we can come back and win tonight. Wilmer Flores is down on an off-speed pitch.
And hopefully this is like the other day in Oakland. All of a sudden Spencer kind of figured something out and got going and got on a great roll.
Slider was up, but Flores swung through it and has struck out twice in the game. Here's Jock Peterson. Spencer fell behind him 3-0 before getting Jock to pop out down the left field line in foul ground.
If you remember that game, same deal. 2-0. Spencer kept it there until the Braves offense eventually could break through, and then they did in a big way last Wednesday in Oakland.
Nothing in 1 for Jock Peterson. And 0-2. Let's say when you've got Kyle Wright with 17 wins, Strider with 10. Both young players.
Yeah.
Last Braves rookie with 10 or more wins, Julio Teheran. Remember that? Teheran went 14-8 back in 2013. Strider's got a chance to win 14 games this year, perhaps.
And that's what gets you so excited, not just for this year, but the future, going with these two guys, knowing Mike Soroka continues to get healthier.
1-2 pitch.
I mean, Max Fried, too. Don't let me forget him.
Right. Well, yeah. We're used to Max.
He's a given, right?
Yeah, right. Shift on for Peterson. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 different strike zones working tonight.
Man, we really do. It seems that Miller's given more kind of chip on the edges, not up and down.
And then Strider issues the walk. Peterson should have been struck out. Instead, he's aboard with a 2-out base on balls. First walk for Strider in the game, and some 2-out trouble here with Brandon Crawford up. Crawford served a single into left field his first time up. Last year for Crawford in his age 34 season, career highs in homers, ribbies, steals, average. Won another Gold Glove, but not quite as successful to this point in 2022. He's been battling some knee problems himself. Been an incredibly durable player. Prior to this season, Crawford had been on the injured list just twice in his career. He's been there twice this season. 2 outs, runner at first, and way outside. It's 2-1.
Starting to see him mix in a few more changeups. That one missed way off.
Braves still play Crawford to pull. He singled the other way his first time up. That was a nasty pitch, one of his best. 2-2. Strike 3, got the call that time.
Same pitch.
And Brandon Crawford saying, where was that? It was a perfectly placed pitch. 4 strikeouts for Strider, 2 of them coming a scoreless third. And now Austin Riley leads off the Braves, who are down a pair. Austin Riley leads off the Atlanta 4th, 2-0 San Francisco. Riley broke his bat, lined out his first time up. Austin Riley, the subject of our Yellowwood Bringing the Lumber feature tonight, and he has certainly done that.
It ranks the top 5 in all those categories. I'll tell you what, Bill Miller is giving Alex Cobb a good 4 or 5 inches in to these right hitters.
That one too far inside. 2 balls and a strike. Cobb 1-0 lifetime against the Braves. Just 3 earned runs now in 17 career innings. He has been a tough opponent. This one chopped foul. And Wash will make the play. 2-2.
You know, you saw Ronald the first inning shoot that ball to right center. Remember on that sinker end? It's kind of how you have to approach him. You almost got to approach him like a left-handed pitcher. Try to think up the middle the other way, and then if he hangs that split, maybe you clip him.
Like that. Riley tries to split the gap in right center. Big turnaround first. That was well played by Gonzalez. And the Braves have their 3rd leadoff hitter aboard in the first 4 innings.
Yeah, good job by Austin there. So you're trying to pull that ball right there. It's ground ball, foul ball. You even swing and miss. Instead, you sell out the other way. Anytime you face those guys, the change, righty on righty, big change-up split guys, it's what they're trying to get you to. They're trying to get you to pull the ball with those big swings. Most of the time when guys do hit a home run to left field on that pitch, it's because they're thinking up the middle.
Now it's a lefty-righty matchup as we approach 8 o'clock in San Fran. That hitter is Matt Olson, who struck out to end the Braves first. That's cooled a bit of late, 2 for his last 19 at the plate. He took a shot the other way and fouled it off. 0-2. Golfed into left center field. That ball is going to be caught by Jock Peterson. Olson almost got that down between him and left center. A hard line drive out for the first of the 4th inning.
Ball was just slicing enough, Chip, that Jock was able to run it down in that gap.
Travis d'Arnaud grounded out to second his first time up. He's got an inviting hole on the right side of the diamond. Instead, he pulls it towards short. Second base won. First base is in time. And that ends the Atlanta 4th inning. 6-4-3 double play. A rollover sends us to the home 4th, where the Giants still lead.
Well, fans, do you want postseason tickets for all potential 22 playoff games at Truist Park? You've got to register for the Ticketmaster Verified Fan Program starting tomorrow through September 19th. All verified fans will get pre-sale access for all postseason games at Truist Park, including the World Series, before tickets go on sale to the general public. Go to Braves.com/postseason to find more information on how to become a Braves verified fan. It's 2-0 Giants as San Francisco comes up in the bottom of the 4th inning. Spencer Strider going through this lineup for the second time. He is our Georgia Natural Gas Greener Life Impact player.
Yeah, 45 strikeouts in 31 innings in his last 5 starts. Since he moved to the rotation, he's first in the NL in strikeout rates with 38%.
Strider struck out 4 men, 2 of them in the first, 2 of them in the third. Tip your cap to the Giants. They've made him work tonight.
Yes, they have.
Which is what they did back in Atlanta on June the 21st. Thairo Estrada, the second baseman. Didn't get that. 1 ball, 1 strike. Estrada doubled and scored the second run. The tough luck play on that. That run-scoring hit was a screen job. Vaughn Grissom was shielded by the umpire at second base and couldn't field it cleanly.
It was either going to be a line out or a double play,
yeah.
One of the two.
Yep.
That's last time in Oakland, Spencer really got a nice roll tonight, though. 69 pitches here in the 4th.
Just hasn't been as crisp as we've seen in previous starts. But to his credit,
still limiting the damage.
Yep. Keeping the Braves in the game. And Estrada ready with the bases empty and the 2-2. That's what's been noticeable to me tonight. A lot of deep counts.
Yeah.
Only 1 walk. Lots of foul balls, a lot of 2-ball, 3-ball counts. And he came back to get his man. Estrada swung and missed at a ball in the dirt. And Strider has his 5th strikeout.
Yeah, there's a good slider. You said something, last time when we were on the plane talking, I think, about Spencer, when you did Kerry Wood's 20 strikeout and how he kind of became a victim of everybody wants the K, wants to strike out. And Spencer's smart enough, I think, but at the same time, you hope he doesn't, feel that sometimes, the pressure of, I got to strike out 10 a game.
Yeah, just get outs.
Yeah, because by him just getting outs, look, with his stuff, he's going to strike out enough guys just because of his stuff.
Isn't that a double-edged sword for Strider, too? First, the pitch. His stuff is so good. His fastball-slider combination is so devastating when it's on. In situations where he may want contact, he can't because they just can't square it up.
Yeah.
There's a good pitch. And Willie Calhoun off stride, and Matt Olson is going to handle that in foul ground. And there's the second out. And to your point, that's what Strider was talking about. He wants to get outs early in the count, but they just aren't hitting him. And here's Luis Gonzalez, a single and an RBI, his lone trip. .35 RBIs for Gonzalez. The Giants right fielder, the pitch. And a base hit to right. Jumped on the first one. He is 2 for 2. And that'll clear the catcher. Austin Wynns, the 9th place hitter. Austin Wynns, as we mentioned, was acquired from the Philadelphia Phillies back on June 8th. But his Giants ties run pretty deep. Austin Wynns went to the same high school as Bruce Bochy's son.
Nice.
Poway High School. One ball, no strikes. Popped up again. Grissom. Olson. And it's going to drop in front of Robbie Grossman. The throw's going to go all the way over to third. That ball hung up for a good long while and nobody could get to it. I wonder if that's a residual effect of what we saw in Seattle.
100%. I was about to say that is an effect of what happened yesterday. Vaughn yesterday was going so hard out there. And you can see this time kind of just slowly there when at the end of the day, that is Vaughn's ball on that one. But it's so tough because yesterday he's running out there and he almost gets hurt. Today it falls. That's the tough thing. And actually where he was playing, Vaughn wasn't in a massive shift. So let's go back to yesterday and look. Vaughn's more in the shift yesterday. And you see how far he kept going. He kept going. So almost the same spot today, a little farther to the right, obviously. So what does Vaughn think? Well, yesterday I run into him. Today, surely he's there. Much different outfield here, a lot bigger. You're playing deeper in the gaps.
And if we look at the replay of the pop-up base hit for Wins here, you'll see how far Robbie Grossman had to come too. So an unfortunate circumstance for Spencer Strider. 2 hits after 2 quick outs, and now Lamont Wade bats. First and third, 2 outs. That is fisted out of play, foul to the left, and Strider now ahead in the count, a ball and 2 strikes. Two runs, 6 hits for the Giants. Five of their 6 hits are singles. And back our way. .82 pitches for Spencer. He's not yet out of the 4th. Another 1-2 pitch.
Oh, yeah, he went.
Yes, he did.
Got him.
And that will retire the Giants in the 4th. They strand a pair of runners. Spencer Strider keeping his team alive in a 2-0 game. Game 1 in San Francisco. Harris, Grissom, and Rosario are coming up.
Trailing the Giants, let me try that again, 2-0 as we move to the 5th. Michael Harris leading things off. So many positives when talking about this kid who went deep in the 8th and the 9th last night. Came into this game hitting over 400 in his last 17 games. And I asked Snit once again about him, and he said, when it came to last night, guys, so low-key. Doesn't get caught up in the moment. No heartbeat when he talks about those situations, which we've heard him say. But, Frenchie, I thought you'd like to hear this. Really good awareness and can put a bat at bat aside when he goes back up there. Just so confident. We're seeing that here from him again here tonight.
It really is amazing. I mean, when you think about what he has been able to do, you know, at such a young age, I think that's the thing, too. You would think at some point maybe there'd be a little learning curve, little thing, but he continues to get better and better. It's been fun to watch.
32 runs since August 1st for Michael Harris. 362 average since August 1st, and only Jeff McNeil, Freddie Freeman, and Manny Machado have more hits than the Braves rookie. Those other names I mentioned are established players.
Well, yeah, and I thought the one thing Smith said to Kelly that made a lot of sense too, just even keeled. I mean, that's the thing. You never see him get up or down. He is the same guy every day. And I'll tell you what, 21 years old, when you're learning in this league, that will take you a long way.
Vaughn Grissom, the hitter, he bounced out his first time. A term Brian Snitker uses a lot, and he says it with a compliment in mind. Be a boring pro.
Yeah. Unfortunately for me, I rode the emotional roller coaster.
Right.
Can you imagine that, me doing that?
No, not a bit. You are anything if not boring. But to Brian's point, you don't carry over yesterday's game and today's, and you can't look ahead to tomorrow. You focus on what you can do.
Stay in the now.
And these two kids have done it very well for the Braves in 2022. Another roller hit toward third. Tricky hop. And a long throw. Good stretch by Wade. Grissom's played pepper with Wilmer Flores twice. And he's the second out.
Need a spark. Got to get something going here. It's been a quiet night for the Braves. Just 3 singles. They've had the leadoff man 3 times in the first 5 innings. But only Ronald Acuna Jr. has gotten to second base, and that was on a stolen base in the opening inning. Here's Rosario, an infield hit, his first time up.
You know, give this Giants team credit. I thought they would be a little more lethargic getting in at 5:15, but then again, a lot of times it's the second day that it hits you. You're playing off adrenaline tonight. Cobb's throwing a good ball game. I would imagine Alex Cobb came home yesterday.
Ahead of the team?
I would think so. I'd be shocked if he got it at 5:15.
Little roller is going to trickle foul at first, and Rosario down to his last strike. Well, as we said, for all that has gone wrong for the Giants this year, the thing that's gone right for them is their starting pitching with Rodon, with Logan Webb, with Alex Cobb. Those 3 guys have had a very solid season. Even though Cobb has a losing record, he's really pitched great for the Giants over the last 3 months. And this one slowly hit towards second. Bare hand try. And Rosario's going to reach for the second time.
You know, it's funny, Chip. I don't think Estrada had to bare hand that. I thought he had plenty of time. You know, Michael Harris is running. I understand that play. But I think he has plenty of time to go to the glove. Let's take a look. He could easily, look at that. He was just halfway down the line when he tried to bare hand it. Well, we've seen the Braves with 2 outs numerous times come back to rally. Right guy at the plate and Robbie Grossman,
who flied out to left his first time up. Rosario with his second infield hit of the game. 4 singles for the Braves offense to this point. And Grossman representing the tying run. 2-0 game. The Giants' runs came in the second.
That's a pitcher's pitch there. Started that thing off on the inner half at 94 and leaked back over the plate, top of the zone.
Bobby's got some work to do here. Didn't expand his zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Same pitch, 2-2. You'd love to bring Acuna up here.
Good eye. That pitch was a good bit off the plate. Fans always want that call. See a guy.
The 2-2 out of the way. Cobb ready. Here it is. Strike 3 at the top of the zone. The Braves have 4 singles, but trail by 2 as we head to the home 5th. Braves baseball on Valley Sports is presented by Truist. Kelly Kroll, Jeff Francoeur, Chip Terry with you from Oracle Park. The Giants with a 2-run second go back to work against Spencer Strider with a lot of world champion Braves fans in attendance tonight.
Yeah, see if Spencer can keep this game right here again at 2-0. Starting with the 2-3-4 in this Giants lineup.
Mike Yastrzemski popped out on the first pitch he saw in the third inning, struck out looking in the first, so he is 0 for 2. It's been the bottom of the order for the Giants that have done most of the damage against Spencer tonight. 6 hits, 5 singles. There's a liner to Harrison center, and he has to play that on a short hop. So Yastrzemski's aboard for Gabe Kapler's crew, a leadoff 5th inning single.
Yeah, good play by Michael here. He got a good read. You can see coming in. A good job. Let's see how he goes to kind of like goalie mode there at the end. You got to do everything you can to keep that ball in front of you.
Wilmer Flores, he has struck out twice. Out straight back. Strider pushing toward 100 pitches. I would guess, Jeff, this will be his last frame. You'd like him to get through 5.
Yeah, for sure. And he's done a good job with Flores tonight of really getting that fastball in on his hands, not letting him get extended.
If you can get the ball on the ground from him, he does not have good speed. He's a double play candidate. And low, 1 ball, 2 strikes. One thing that has changed here at Oracle Park, not just the fences, but the bullpens. Remember, when they built this stadium, as beautiful as it is, they forgot to put in bullpens, and they used to be in that area down the right and left field lines.
Yeah.
Now they're out beyond the center field and right center field fences. Pitch. Struck out Flores. There is punch out number 7 for Strider. Give him 190 of them now on the season.
Yeah, good fastball here. Look at that thing explode. Actually kind of almost cut a little bit. I can tell you who the team was happy when the bullpens were there. The dugout would be slammed because you'd have the whole team in there. Bullpen all in. I used to having the bullpen guys in the dugout.
I'll say you regular guys don't want those pens,
no.
guys.
Man, go down to the pen. We love you, but
get your own space. As Jock Peterson bats, shift on for him with 1 out. But space is at a premium in this ballpark, right? They shoehorned it in down here by the waterfront.
Yep.
The China Basin. And one of baseball's best. Gorgeous view. Here at Oracle Park, where the Giants have a Game 1 lead. The pitch. That's laced off the netting foul. It's 0-2. Dylan Lee, we are told, is the first Braves reliever to get warmed up tonight. And when we get to the 6th inning offensively, the Braves will have the top of the order for a 3rd time against Alex Cobb. Jock Peterson was fooled. He's down on strikes, number 8 for Strider. Who's going to get to 200 of them this year. And he'll be the 5th rookie in the wild card era to get to that lofty total.
You can see kind of fooled Jock with that pitch. That was like a cut down half swing. Got him.
Now he's got Brandon Crawford, who's 1 for 2. Crawford took strike 3, argued the call, but it was a strike.
It's amazing how many guys face Spencer Strider, know that fastball's coming, feel like they're on it, and yet they're late. And not just one time through the lineup. Guys that have faced him numerous times now will talk about how that fastball jumps on you.
0-1 pitch. Yastrzemski leads at first. Who'd you face that reminds you of Strider? Was there anybody that gave you trouble like that fastball situation you just described?
The first couple of years when he was still 98 to 100, Carlos Zambrano, remember? I mean, it was one of those things that was tough to get comfortable just because it got on you so quick.
Lined another base hit to left at Mr. Crawford. So he has 2 singles in the game. Yastrzemski stops at second, and Crawford taking what the Braves are giving him. He's got a 2-for-3 game. And here's Thairo Estrada.
Well, almost the same exact pitch that he lined back in the second inning for a single off Spencer.
Estrada has the lone extra base hit for the Giants. He scored the second run. One more thing about Zambrano that I'm sure made you feel uncomfortable. He was just as likely to throw the ball to a corner as he was at your ribs.
I told you, he's one guy, about 3 guys in the league. I used to always make sure I say hi to and be on the good list.
Can't blame you for that. On the ground, Grissom gives ground, dives, scrambles, quick throw, got away from Olson. A run is in. It's an infield hit for Estrada. That brings home the 3rd Giants run, the 3rd single of the inning. Great diving stop, but Matt couldn't scoop it up.
Look at the umpire again right there, and Vaughn made a good thing. Estrada, probably one of the fastest guys in the lineup, and it was going to be bang, bang. As you said, just could not make the play.
So the deficit a run bigger, 3-0 San Francisco. I don't know if Brian Knight shielded Grissom as much on that ball as he did the first one. However, wouldn't a veteran second baseman have that umpire move? Get out of the line of sight?
Yeah, I think it's like anything. You know, you're moving so much now with the shift. Who knows sometimes.
Calhoun smokes one back our way. 0-2 the count to him. Giants 3 runs, 9 hits, 8 singles, 8 strikeouts for them through 5 innings. The Mets already lost in New York tonight. The 0-2 pitch. No swing.
Pretty darn close.
Runner at first goes, and the pitch cut out and missed. And Willie Calhoun is down on strikes. 9 strikeouts for Strider through 5 innings. But the Giants add a run on 3 hits and an error at second. Top of the order coming up for the Braves. Acuna, Swanson, and Riley. Giants lead in game 1. It's only 3-0. Fran, it's 3-0 San Francisco. Time for our Zaxby's indescribably good play. Braves have been a good second half team. Need some of that magic to start right here, right now.
Yeah, their .636 second half win percentage is 3rd in MLB behind the Dodgers and Cardinals. And since the second half last season, the Braves have a 3.35 team ERA. Now, right time of the lineup now, 3rd time through. See if you can punch a couple across.
Acuna's 1 for 2, a first inning single. And Cobb, I would assume, Jeff, doesn't need to change a thing. The way he's been setting him up and knocking him down, he's given up just 4 hits, 2 of them infield singles.
I'll tell you one thing he's done tonight that has really been key for him his whole career, just mixing it up, not getting in any patterns.
And he's got a game where all of his stuff is working, right? There's nothing for the Braves to eliminate.
Well, we really haven't even seen the curveball too much from him. He's been majority 2-pitch pitcher tonight. You'll see him sprinkle it in.
So Acuna waits a 1-2 pitch and didn't get that. A swing and a miss. 6 strikeouts for Cobb. He's gotten Ronald twice. Dansby Swanson, your hitter. Here's a word from the Mattress Firm.
Mattress Firm's Season of Dreams sweepstakes could take you to the World Series. Go to MLB.com/Season of Dreams to view official rules and to enter the Season of Dreams sweepstakes today.
Cobb's season high in strikeouts is 11. He has 6 tonight. It was a breaking ball, but it missed for Dansby. 1 ball, no strikes. Dansby is 0 for 2. You've said it so often as a big league hitter, 0-1 versus 1-0 count. Well, this guy Cobb has thrown strike 1 this season to 66% of all the hitters he's faced. And he's done it a lot, it appears, tonight.
And see, this is a perfect example. You got first pitch breaking ball, then split. So you head 2-1, but this doesn't necessarily mean you're just getting a fastball right here. And there's another split. And it looks good. Let me tell you, out of his hand right there, you think here comes a fastball. So I said, you think about the 2 hits tonight the Braves have really got, the hard ones, both from Acuna and Riley to right center, have stayed back nice on it.
Well, like Kyle Wright with his breaking ball, throwing it harder. That's exactly what Cobb has done with his split finger pitch. It's a power splitter for the Giants righty. And he got Swanson. 7 strikeouts, 3 in a row, in fact. And 2 outs for Austin Riley.
Another split. Saw 5 pitches, 4 in a row. And look at the depth. He's got his real good one tonight, too, though. I mean, that thing is dropping the depth on that pitch.
You mentioned good plan of attack is to take this man the other way if you can. Riley did that his last time up. A 4th inning single highlights his offensive night.
I mean, you can see now he is bringing that split. I mean, he is rarely throwing fastball.
Hasn't had to.
No.
On the ground, but into the shift. Estrada loads up and gets Austin Riley. And Cobb has a 1-2-3, top of the 6th. He enjoys a 3-0 lead. Spencer Strider checking his videotape and his metrics. He trails 3-0, but all in all, Jeff, a pretty good night considering he didn't have plus stuff, but he got plus results as we see in many ways.
Well, we've seen him get numerous strikeouts on the fastball here. Look at this tonight. 7 strikeouts on that slider. 2 with the fastball up in the zone. And again, gave up 9 hits tonight. Weren't bullets everywhere, just kind of
same thing the Giants did to him last time. They kind of just put the ball in play, and you see 102 pitches, 69 strikes for Spencer. So, I mean, all in all, a good night. Wasn't able to give you the length, but kept you in the ball game.
That was our StatCast 3D presented by Google Cloud. So we head to the home 6th inning.
And Dylan Lee is on to pitch for the Braves. Lee will face Lewis Brinson, who pinch hits for Luis Gonzalez. The Giants are a strict platoon team. Almost any spot in the lineup, if an opposite-handed pitcher comes in, Gabe Kapler is not afraid to use his bench.
Yeah, unless it's a 6-7 run game, you will see him go to this every single time. And Lewis Brinson has done nice work since he's come over to the Giants.
3 homers, 4 RBIs for Brinson, who takes downstairs.
Yeah, the Giants pinch hitters this season, they lead the majors in at-bats, 176 of them. Last season, they had a major league record 18 pinch hit home runs.
Two and two from Dylan Lee. His bullpen will have to work a little overtime here tonight. After Strider went 5 innings, 9 hits, 3 runs, a walk, 9 strikeouts. Strider now 8 punch-outs away from 200. And Brinson didn't get that. Lee overpowered him with a 93-mile-an-hour pitch, and there's the 10th Giant to go down on strikes tonight. Austin Wynns is the San Francisco catcher. And before he hits, here's a quick word from Delta.
Delta, proud to be the official airline of the 2021 World Champion Atlanta Braves.
Wynns has reached base twice, once on a force play and once on a 4th inning single.
Dylan did a great job last night in the bottom of the 8th, keeping the game at 6-2, giving that Braves offense a chance to come back like they did.
Dylan's pitched scoreless ball in 3 of his last 4 outings for the Braves.
Dylan starting his arm back. I feel like he had a little stretch here. It might have been a little tired, a little dead arm. He's thrown a lot this year, the most he's ever thrown. Brian Snitker kind of took care of him, gave him some rest there in between days for a while. Stuff looks a lot sharper coming back.
And he strikes out Wynns. Good start for Dylan Lee. 2 up, 2 down, and back to the top of the order.
Great slider.
Lamont Wade is 0 for 3. We're in the home 6th. The Giants with 2 in the 2nd, 1 in the 5th. He's a strike throwing machine.
Yeah.
8 strikes from the first 10 pitches chosen by Dylan and Travis d'Arnaud, the Braves catcher. d'Arnaud and company coming up in the 7th. It's a 3-0 game at this point. How about that inning for Dylan Lee? That's as good as he's pitched all year. 3 up, 3 down. Dylan Lee with 3 swings and misses. He takes care of Lamont Wade. Now the Braves go to work in the 7th. It's getting late out west. It's
3-0 Giants. Here we go, top 7 in Frisco. Chip, Jeff, and Kelly with you. Giants lead 3-0. Hope you'll join Blooper for a 1-mile fun run around Truist Park on Saturday, September 17th. All proceeds from that fun run will support the fight against cancer. Along with the exciting run around the ballpark, participants will also get a commemorative blooper item. I wonder what that'll be. We'll find out. Go to Braves.com/runbraves for all the info. Need a rally partner? We've got Olson, we've got d'Arnaud, we've got Michael Harris coming up. Lewis Brinson stays in the game. He's in center. Mike Yastrzemski slides over to right. Matt Olson has the hardest hit ball by any Brave in this game. Hit a bullet to left that Jock Peterson tracked down in the gap. That came with a man aboard in the Braves' fourth. Cobb went 7 innings, 2 starts ago for the Giants. 3-hit shutout against the Philadelphia Phillies. We will see the Phillies, by the way, on our next homestand.
Phillies are trying to end a long playoff drought. Braves comfortably in front of them in both the division and the wild card races, however. As Olson readies for a 3-1 count. Fouled away.
Yeah, what San Diego, Philly are pretty much fighting for that 5th, 6th spot with Milwaukee a couple games behind, I think.
Let's see. Milwaukee 75 and 66. Philly 78 and 62. Padres 77-64. So all within a game or two of each other. And Olson goes the other way. So again, Jeff, the Braves put a leadoff man on. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 times they've done it.
And going the other way.
Look at, he stays on a split, shoots it. Especially to lead off an inning like that.
Alex Young has gotten up in the Giants bullpen.
And Travis d'Arnaud, the hitter, he's hit the ball on the ground twice, once into a double play. This Braves team has had an uncanny ability to look very quiet offensively through 5, 6, 7 innings and then all of a sudden break out late.
Well, especially when you see Cobb at 99 pitches, you know, okay, we're close to getting into that bullpen. If you get a couple guys on, you can see what you can do.
This one lifted toward Yastrzemski at right. He'll gather that in for out number 1. So there's Michael. Harris has struck out and grounded out. This is where Harris has shined all year. A .367 batting average in the 7th inning or later. His OPS late in the ball games, 1.069.
Wow. Only Aaron Judge has a higher number in this part of the game than Michael Harris.
It's like he's got the ability to take it to another level in big situations like this and really lock in. Look at those numbers. That's impressive because 7th inning away, you're majority of the time you're facing the best in the pen.
Lefties don't matter. Righties don't matter. He can hit the ball line to line. He can hit the ball into the third deck, as we saw yesterday.
Yeah.
One ball, one strike. Olson at first with 1 out. Good take.
I think for Michael, this at bat right here, think same thing Matt Olson did. He's got a lot of power to left field. And then if you get out in front of that split, maybe you're in a good spot to drive it to the right side.
Shot the other way. Harris does it again. Olson on his way to second. He'll stop there. And he's going to hustle in between first and second. He thought Olson was going to move up, and Michael just ran into an out.
Where was Michael going?
He thought Matt was going to third on that ball with it being kind of hit in the gap a little bit. And by the time, Chip, he looked up, Brandon Crawford had the ball. And then by then it was too late.
So instead of bringing the tying run to the plate with one out, Harris stopped and then started and is out 8-6-3 for the second out of the 7th inning. That really hurts. And now Vaughn Grissom, the final hope in the 7th inning. Little number hit toward Crawford at short, slowly hit, and the peg to first is in time. And Alex Cobb is through 7 with a little help on the base pass for the Braves. Stick around, it's time for The Stretch, presented by Georgia Natural Gas. Spencer Strider started tonight. Trevor and Nick will break down his outing here in San Francisco. Despite not having his A++ stuff, did a real good job tonight for the Braves. Gave him a chance to come back here tonight. He finishes with 9 strikeouts in 5 innings. Dylan Lee now on for his second frame, with Yastrzemski, Flores, and Jock Peterson coming up.
Giants got 2 runs on 4 consecutive hits in the second. They got a run in the 5th inning on an infield hit and a throwing error from Vaughn Grissom. All those runs belong to Spencer Strider tonight, as Yastrzemski, with a 1-for-3 game, leads off for the Giants. Popped him up. Grissom backpedaling and makes the play. So Yastrzemski is out number 1. Let's take a look at tonight's Synovus Get There feature of the game. Braves have had excellent luck at Oracle Park.
Yes, they have. They've helped Giants 22 total runs in those 10 games. They've scored 39. Overall, the last 20, home and road, Braves are 14-6 against the Giants.
Wilmer Flores has the hat trick, 3 strikeouts.
Now this really is why Wilmer was brought over here, because he hit lefties really good in his career, but now has done a good job out here hitting righties too. Turned himself into an everyday player pretty much.
In the air, Harris. And Rosario reaches up at the last moment.
I feel like Michael, I don't know if he's solid or not at the very end. They did a good job of having Rosario there. Well, I'll tell you what, that's where Rosario, if Michael's calling that ball though, which you saw he was, got to get out of the way. Your center fielder's the quarterback out there. It's tough when you haven't played here too. You got to remember, this is Michael's first time playing here. This is a big outfield, and it's got big gaps. It can spread you.
Jock Peterson, the hitter. You played outfield here.
It's the toughest place to play.
Oh, I was going to say that there's no such thing as a routine fly ball here, is there?
There's not. And wait till Wednesday when you get a day game here with the high sky and the wind sometimes. And then you look at the, all the crazy stuff. Look to right field. Remember, this is where Ichiro had the inside the Parker in the All-Star game. Remember that? First one ever.
Yep. Well, that's the beauty of home field advantage.
It can hit and go 100 different ways out there in right field.
Nine o'clock here in San Francisco as Jock Peterson awaits a 1-1 pitch. Again, Jeff, I can't say it again. Dylan Lee, to this point, having his best outing of the year, I think. 5 up, 5 down, 3 strikeouts. and giving the Braves offense a chance to get something going. They've got 6 outs left. Dylan Lee with 2 perfect innings and 4 strikeouts. Rosario, Grossman, and Acuna are coming up. It's 3-0 San Francisco.
Braves fans, let's cut to the chase. You don't want to miss a second of this September postseason push. Be here as the Braves pursue their 5th straight division title with several critical NL East matchups coming up. Cut to the chase on Bally Sports South and Bally Sports Southeast is presented by Texas Pete, sauce like you mean it. Here are your standings up to the minute. The Mets were defeated by the Cubs. If Atlanta can come back and win this game, they'd pull to within a half game of the division leaders. If we lose, it'll still be a game and a half. There's the wild card race. As we mentioned, the Braves with a comfortable lead over the Phillies. Padres the 3rd wild card. The Giants 9.5 back. And the Brewers 2 games out as the 4th seed. Here's Eddie Rosario, new pitcher for San Francisco. This is Zach Littell.
I was wondering too when Harris got that hit if it would have been 1st and 2nd, Chip, if they would have gone to that pen. I really think they might have. But because of the out, he tried to let Cobb finish that inning. And now Littell's coming in here. He's got a 4-seam fastball, slider, and a splitter.
Zach's a native of North Carolina. As that ball is whistled into the right field corner, that's down at the 309 side. Eddie Rosario on his way to second. He's 3 for 3. No cycle, but he's perfect at the plate. Bottom starting to feed the top. That's a good sign for Atlanta in a 3-0 ball game.
And just last Wednesday, Littell gave up a career-high 4 earned runs. And this is a guy, boy, you hope to see start clicking and getting hot. This was about the time last year that he got healthy and injected into this Braves lineup before he went on the tear. Just having that left-handed bat to even out this lineup some is huge.
Robbie Grossman. It was a season-high pitches for Alex Cobb, 106. That's why he's out of the game after 7 innings of shutout baseball. Now Atlanta threatening with another leadoff man on, this time at second, Eddie Rosario. Mentioned Littell from North Carolina. His favorite team as a kid, the Braves.
Well, I would hope so, right?
His favorite player?
Chipper Jones?
Yes. 2 balls, no strikes. One more bad one, you bring the tying run to the plate. This is again where the Braves have been good. Late innings, patient, power, bottom feeding the top. Can we steal away a game on the West Coast tonight late? A 4-pitch walk sets it up. Well, we were down 4 runs yesterday. That was no problem.
No.
We're only down 3 tonight.
I imagine Andrew Bailey, the pitching coach, is going to come out and talk to him while they try to warm someone else up in the pen. It's kind of been a problem for them lately, is trying to get to that Duvall in the 9th inning.
So the Giants pitching coach will have a sesh here in the 8th inning with a 3-0 advantage. We step aside for a quick word from Zaxby's.
Try Zaxby's Chicken Finger Plate with Tongue Torch, Zax sauce, or any of our sauces.
Ronald with a 1-for-3 night. 2 on, nobody out.
See some Braves fans doing the chop around here, trying to get everybody going.
Acuna has faced Littell before. He's 1 for 2 with a homer. We'd take that result right here.
Good take. Ronald singled, stole a base in the first. The Braves have a great shot here in the 8th.
Well, why it was so big that Dylan Lee, Chip, did what he was able to do. Come and give you 2 scoreless like that. And it keeps it right here and gives this Braves offense a chance.
Well, that's exactly what the bullpen did yesterday.
Yep.
Until the fateful home 9th. Shot to right field. That's down for a base hit. The Braves have loaded the bases. There's no one out. Swanson, Riley, and Olsen are coming up. Acuna with a 2-hit game.
Takes a slider down and low and just shoots it through that hole. That's the one thing we're starting to see Ronald do more and more, is to me, as the at-bats have gotten consistent for him. You'll see him do that. He sees that open. You get the feeling, look, the power swing for him might not be there till next year when that knee gets completely healthy. But recognizing that, you're starting to see him get a little smarter with that and keep the line moving.
Braves fans on their feet for Dansby. And he made Littell throw a strike. Swanson against Littell, 1 for 4 with a homer.
Yeah.
One of those would put Atlanta in front. Bases loaded, nobody out.
Swanson with 82 runs batted in.
1 ball, 1 strike. Line drive center field, base hit. That'll score 1. Here comes another runner. Grossman around, throw to the plate. It's not in time. A 2-run single for Dansby Swanson, and the Braves are down 3-2.
Now, he's so good at coming through in the clutch. Slider, middle, lines it up the middle. I think Wash thought Grossman got a little better jump than he did here, because that play was a lot closer. If Lenz is actually able to get this ball, good chance Grossman was out at home.
Yeah, the throw was on the money, but Wins couldn't handle the short hop. So Atlanta in the 8th. Leadoff double, walk, 2 singles. Swanson with 84 RBIs. We've got a 1-run game, and here are the Braves doing Braves things late.
Well, this offense just doesn't quit. They're going to keep coming after you, and they find that one pitcher, Chip, that when that door swings open, maybe he doesn't have his best stuff. Look at this, 13 pitches. Already 2 runs across in first and second, nobody out.
Huge chance for Riley, who has a single. Home run cut, didn't get it. Strike 1.
You can see finally going with the fastball. Everything he's been getting hit off of has been that slider. Ronald and Dansby with that single up the middle.
Squibber up the middle. Race to the bag for 1. Throw to first. Double play. So the Braves, Austin Riley hits into an ill-timed double play. The second twin killing of the game turned in by the Giants. And now you've got Matt Olson coming up and Scott Alexander, a left-hander, warming in the Giants bullpen.
Man, they couldn't ask for a better spot for that ball to go to. Even if the pitcher takes that ball and turns around, it's not going to be a double play.
That was an interesting exchange.
Yeah, did you see that?
Kapler and Littell. Braves are down a run.
is brought to you by Kaiser Permanente and by Synovus, the bank that helps you get there.
Braves have the tying run at third, 2 outs in the 8th inning, not without some drama. Zach Littell, after he handed the ball to Gabe Kapler, said something to the Giants manager. And as Kapler brought in Scott Alexander and made his way then to the dugout, he hollered at Littell and said, "We need to have a sesh behind the dugout."
Yeah, I don't think it was a good one either.
No.
The manager, like anything, does not like being showed up on the pitching mound coming to get him. You can see right here. And we saw right here. I don't know what Littell said, but it did not make Gabe Kapler happy.
So it's Alexander versus Olson here. We know how well Matt can hit left-handed pitching. Need a hit, need something to go the Braves' way to get Acuna home and tie this game.
Yeah, and I kind of, on Kapler there in his defense, he's probably telling him, you had your chance, man.
And now you got the lefty-lefty matchup.
One ball, no strikes for Olson with 2 out. Laced out of play. It's an even count. Braves have 2 in the 8th. They need 1 more. Both runs belong to Zach Littell, as does Ronald Acuna Jr., who's at third base. And Olson singled his last time up. That one got away. Acuna's going to try. Nope, he's going to slam on the brakes and head back to third. Oh, baby, that looked awkward.
It did. Smart move by Ronald to slam on the brakes there and kind of break that. Wind's kind of slipped before he could throw it out. But I think if Ronald keeps coming, Chip, I think he's out with that ball not going. So good job by him. It looked like that ball was going way far away, you see, and it didn't really go. And Alexander, to his credit, covered home.
So a 2-1 count for Olson. High pop fly to left. Jock Peterson is there, and the Braves will settle for 2 in the 8th. But they've made it a 1-run game. 3-2 San Francisco.
Ball game 3-2 San Francisco here in game 1. Game 2 comes your way tomorrow night. Here are your probable starters. That's our landmark player comparison. Jeff, Kyle Wright again guns for win number 18.
Yeah, and he's done a great job 4-0 with the 2-2-3 against NL West teams, but has never pitched out here in the Bay Area. So get his first chance tomorrow.
And so Kelly Crow, let's get an update on Kyle Wright, who has been so good for the Braves here in 2022.
Yeah, and getting just a little extra rest, right, with Spencer Strider going on his normal 5 days here tonight. And he mentioned the arm fatigue a little in his last outing. He said it doesn't feel the same as it did where he skipped that start, back in, what was it, August, I think, guys? But
yeah.
This time around, he said it's just probably September soreness. Of course, he's still figuring all that, but he has started to reduce the work he's doing in between starts. In his bullpen, he's starting to throw fewer pitches, especially at the end, right, where he kind of airs it out to kind of gauge exactly where he is. But it's a fine line, he said, between overdoing it and really trying to stay ready this time of year.
Well, he looks for a redeemer, Kelly. 8 runs against the Oakland A's in his last outing. And he'll have the ball here tomorrow night as A.J. Minter facing down Brandon Crawford in a 1-run game.
You hear Tom Glavine, remember, always say, the only time you're really, truly healthy, first time you pitch in spring training.
Yep. And look, this is uncharted territory for these guys.
And I like it. Finding out what fits you. So now for Kyle, next year you get in the same spot, you kind of know what you need to do. When to back off the throttle. Let me tell you this, too. You don't think this is the type of game when you remember early in the season there'd be 3-2 games sometimes, and I'd hear people say, why is Minter not in the game? Why is this guy? Now you're seeing the situation that it comes. You know where you're at with the postseason chase, what you're doing. It's 3-2. Your offense is clicking on a team that's struggling. He's in the ball game right now to keep it here.
And he got Crawford to swing and miss. Dylan Lee and A.J. Minter have been dazzling. That's 5 strikeouts in 2 1/3 innings behind Spencer Strider tonight.
Think about this, Chip.
You throw him too much, you blow him out, then he's not ready for these moments to be able to do this. Now he's in here to keep this game right here and give the offense a chance in the 9th.
Bullpen management, hugely important for obvious reasons. And look, the temptation is you want your best guys in every game.
For sure. It's not realistic.
They'll be done by the All-Star game if that continues.
As Thairo Estrada jumps on the first pitch, singles, and has a 3-hit game. Willie Calhoun, the scheduled hitter. First, a word from Marietta Toyota.
In Marietta, businesses come and go, and some remain and grow. Visit us at MariettaToyota.com to learn why it's always better in Marietta.
So again, Gabe Kapler playing those strict platoons. Left-handed pitcher on the mound. He'll take down Calhoun and bring on veteran Evan Longoria.
Yeah, it's been another guy along with Crawford and Belt that have struggled to stay on the field this year. Been off and on the IL.
3 stints on the injured list for Longoria. Hand surgery, an oblique strain, and a right hamstring strain. 12 homers, though, for Evan. Who cut his big league teeth with the Tampa Bay Rays.
That's some great years with the Rays.
The Braves have struck out 14 Giants hitters in this game. Longoria has been striking out at a very high rate lately. And a good changeup for A.J. gets the count even, a ball into strike. Minter a strike away from taking care of Longoria. The Giants' closer is Camilo Doval. One would assume he's getting ready in the San Francisco pen. San Fran has a 3-2 lead in the 8th. You want action here with a 2-2 count. A.J. sets with 1 out. They've got him picked off with a good throw from Olsen. Minter pulled that out of his hand. Perfect time to get Thairo Estrada. 2 outs.
Line. Perfect throw. Gives it to Matt. Matt does a beautiful job of coming to the inside part of the bag. See how he keeps coming at AJ so he can cut the ball off, get a good throw-in lane. And gives Vaughn an easy play.
See how he puts that down there? That's a beautiful job. Don't let him swim move anymore.
Now 1 more strike sends us to the 9th. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Popped up. Vaughn Grissom is there, backpedaling, Wynn playing tricks, and he makes the play, and that retires the side. I think Dansby said, piece of cake, kid. Nice job, A.J. Minter. We go to the 9th inning, down a run in San Fran.
Xfinity. Supercharge your home with supersonic Wi-Fi. Unbeatable internet. Only from Xfinity. And by Georgia Natural Gas. Live the greener life.
3-2 as we head to the top of the 9th. ACC Saturdays on South. Maine at Boston College this Saturday at 7:30 Eastern over on Bally Sports South and the Bally Sports app. ACC football on Bally Sports South is presented by your local Ford dealer.
So we head to the 9th inning. The Braves need 1 to tie, 2 to take the lead. It will not be Camilo Doval. He has pitched the last 2 days for the Giants, so he's unavailable. Alexander will try to nail down a 3-2 Giants victory. His last save came 4 years ago while a member of the Dodgers. He has d'Arnaud, Harris, Grissom, and Eddie Rosario lurking for the Atlanta lineup.
So what you're saying is he hasn't done this much?
Not much.
In this situation. Got the lefty Harris, but again, he does not mind hitting left-handed pitching.
There's a shot to right. d'Arnaud goes the other way, and the tying run is aboard in the 9th inning. Jeff, all of a sudden, since the start of the 7th, that opposite field approach has begun to pay dividends for the Braves offense.
Well, a lot of off-speed, throwing it away as you see d'Arnaud with a good hit and lead off the inning. Heredia is going to come on to pinch run. But realizing the way they're pitching you up the middle, look at that. Ball's tailing off the plate and Travis just shoots it. You're going to give him that big hole. Take advantage.
So Michael Harris with a 7th inning single. You know, he wants to make up for that base running mistake last time up.
You know, I heard Gabe Kapler talking last week sometime. They were asking about Doval. And he said, look, he can't pitch every single day. And he said someone else in the bullpen is going to have to step up and get innings.
1 on, none out.
So you ask any manager, I think hands down they would all tell you the toughest part of managing is managing the bullpen.
Nothing makes a manager look smarter when they're successful or not as smart, ripe for second guessing when they don't. Iglesias and Jansen are up in the Atlanta pen. And a strike for Mike. Again, Harris has been one of the National League's best hitters in late inning pressure situations in his rookie year. No bigger pressure spot in this game than down a run in the 9th inning. Broken bat roller to first. Wade double clutches, gets one, and that's all. Might have broken Harris's bat. So a faster runner is at first, albeit with a left-handed pitcher on the mound. The Braves now have Vaughn Grissom up with a man aboard and 1 down.
That was a good pitch. Ran a 2-seamer in on Michael's hands to not let him get extended. And now when we were in Oakland Tuesday and Wednesday, we saw Vaughn Grissom go opposite field against lefties all day. They're giving him that hole again. And with Harris's speed, if he can shoot that hole, you can probably first to third him right here.
And now with a left-hander on the mound for the Giants, William Contreras has grabbed a bat. He would hit for left-hand hitting Eddie Rosario. So both managers using their benches in favorable matchup situations late in the ball game. As you'd expect, Braves have caught the Giants in the hit column, 10 apiece. Trail by a run. Ground ball slowly hit toward third. There's going to be one play, and Vaughn Grissom is the second out
And the game rests in the young hands of Braves All-Star William Contreras. Tying run at second, but now there are 2 out.
Gabe Kapler had a righty warming up in the pen. They just announced Contreras. See if he sticks with the matchup.
Wins out to the mound. That buys a little more time for the bullpen.
I mean, this has got to be a scouting report right here, Chip. Because otherwise you're bringing the righty in.
Cole Waits is that right-hander warming up, and I think he just got up a moment ago. And so the entire Giants infield will gather on the mound here at Oracle Park, and Alexander versus Contreras in the 9th inning. Braves have been very good at winning one-run games. That has not been the specialty of the Giants this year. And so Gabe Kapler rolling the dice here. With switch hitting Robbie Grossman on deck, Contreras has punished lefties all year. Can he come through with 2 outs in the 9th? The Braves were down to their last strike twice yesterday before Magic struck.
The infield playing pretty straight up. In the outfield, they are pinching that right center gap. Look at the outfield. They see Contreras shoot it a lot. We saw him do it yesterday off that right center field wall.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Braves bats have come alive in the 7th, 8th, and 9th innings. We're down to our last out. With Harris a huge lead at second. Up the middle, deflected towards second. The peg to first, and the Giants have beaten the Braves. Partner, we got a lot of offense late, but not enough early, and the Giants score a 3-2 opening series victory.
I thought that 8th inning, you got first and second, Austin Riley up, exactly what you wanted, one of the most clutch hitters on the team. And just were not able to get the big hit late in the game. They kind of put 3 on Spencer Strider, even though Spencer was able to punch out 9 hitters today, but ultimately they were able to hang on and win kind of a game that we've seen the Giants play this year, 1-run game.
So no ground gained in the divisional race. What hurts about this one, you lose a day off the calendar. So the Braves stay a game and a half behind New York, with game 2 of this series coming here tomorrow night. And as you heard Kelly say a moment ago, Kyle Wright will be the Braves pitcher seeking win number 18. Final score from Oracle Park. Giants beat the Braves 3-2. Our game 2 coverage starts tomorrow at 9 Eastern on Valley Sports South. For Kelly Cole, Jeff Van Coor, and our entire crew here in San Francisco, I'm Chip Carey. Thank you for joining us. Thanks for staying up late tonight. We'll see you tomorrow night for game 2. But stick around. Braves Live, presented by Xfinity, is next.